guys, Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. We're going to break down Deep Purple Highway Star. And this was voted on by my patrons on my Patreon page. So you got to check it out in the description below. You can help decide what lessons I teach. And thank you for supporting Marty Music. All right, let's go. All right, we're going to work on the guitar rhythm parts, but I'm going to show little elements of the organ because the organ is like another guitar in this song. So we're going to start with octaves on a G. So 3rd fret E, 5th fret D, everything else is muted. Over that, right? So I like to think of it as a G power chord. So you would have the 3rd fret high E, 3rd fret B, and open G. Now if you're playing it by yourself or you're the only guitar player, you can play that full G power chord. So that's the first chord that's playing over the top of, right? The next one is an F chord, but it's got an open G in there. So it's like F add 9 or F sus2. So I'm playing ring finger on the 3rd of the A, pinky on the 3rd of the D, open G, and then 1st fret B, 1st fret high E. So first chord is G, then F with open G. Then it's still over that G, 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 but you can think of a minor 7 shape. So like A minor with the ring finger off, and it's the D string all the way up to the open high E. So it's kind of like a C chord as well. So far, the G power chord, F with the open G, A minor 7 shape over G, back to that F with the open G. Then the G power chord again, then the F with the open G, back to the G. Twice on that end. So altogether, G power chord, F with the open G, A minor 7 shape, F with the open G, G power chord, F open G, G power chord, G. So then we're chugging along on the G, and we are riding down the highway. Born to be Wild style. So it's just a G power chord, 3rd fret, 5th fret. But then the organ over that is doing some real nice, riffage, face melting, mace felting, as I like to call it. And you're just working on that G minor pentatonic. And so it's the 3rd fret G and B. And you got the root. Back and forth on that. But that's the organ. So you got that. And then finally we're going to go bum, bum. And so it's going to be a C power chord to a B flat power chord. So that's A string 3, A string 1. Like that. So you got the G chugging, you got the thing over it. Nice organ. Add your own little bit to it. But eventually we're going to go C, B flat, G, G, gonna G, 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 go to G, G, G. So then we've got the nobody's gonna take my cat. And then you got, and so it's just that B flat C, and you got B, C, but you could try and get, you could, if you wanted to get extra special, get a little G note in there. for extra measure. So it does the lick again, but now on the F power chord. So you've got that F power chord. So what we're doing is we're doing a little walk down, chromatic walk down, fancy word. So that's 3rd fret D. 3, 2, 1, open D, grab a big old D chord. Get your talons on that hog leg. All right, so. Even gives you a little bit of stairway flavor right there. Open D. Right, let's check it out. Nobody's gonna take my car. Get ready for the lick. F. Yes, it's F. Da 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 da. Do you get the pinky off? Oh, do you get the pinky off? So from the D part, we get into this. You know, this lick, you can do it as a chord. But we're working on an A power chord. And then up with still the open A. It's kind of like a Hendrix-y chord. I think of it as a sharp 9 the way it sounds, but it's the 5th fret of the D and G with the open A. So you've got, I mean, you could call it A minor too, but. So you can finger it a few different ways. You can use one finger to go from the 2nd fret up to the 5th. It would start on the 5th, so from the D. So it's just like da 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 da. And the organ's actually playing an octave up, but you can do a cool. Once again, I think of it as very Hendrix-y. And so what you're doing is, yeah, because it's like, that's why. So you've got 5th fret on the E. And once again, this is really more the organ territory, but it sounds awesome on guitar. And it's great for 2 guitars. So you've got, I'm just covering that 8th fret B and high E. And when I'm doing that pinky, I'm letting my other fingers mute the strings. So you're just hearing that, even though it looks like I'm kind of got all the fingers there. And then I'm hitting that. So really, my index finger is doing most of the muting. I think of it like this. A C power chord. I mean, I'm shaping it like a C major. So you can think of them as a full major bar chord, root on the A string. So it's C, D, C, D. And then on the third one, C, D, F, G, A. So that'd be roots on the third. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 8, 10, 12. And then a drum break, and then that C, B flat. And we are back at the top, and it feels so good to be rocking. G, it feels so good with the chuggy rhythm. And the F changes it up, it's still pretty good. Walk down that note. D, pinky F, pinky, pinky R, yow! C, D, C, D, C, D, F, G, A. So you could do stuff like, which is like the pentatonic, just 3 and 5 on the A. Third one, then on the D, up to 7. Organ madness. That sounds weird. Organ madness. So rhythm behind that organ solo. D power chord. So you got that little gallop. Down, up, down, all palm muted. Da, 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 down, up, down, 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 down. So you just got to practice it and speed it up. Organ madness. So you do 5th fret, 4, 3, 2, back up to 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, but the second time 1, D minor. So D minor chord, which is good. Then holding on A. And he does a little like, like that kind of more Phrygian, Middle Eastern kind of organ solo over that A. Then you're holding that. And then finally, so you can play that in 2 different octaves because organ and guitar are. So D power chord. And we can play that here too. So think of it, 3rd fret A and D, then the 5th fret E, then right next door to the A and D. So D power chord. Next we have a little lick. And so I'm thinking of it as the D minor pentatonic. I'm doing it right here with the root on the A position. So 3-5 on the A, 3-5 on the D, up to 7, and then 5 on the G, and then again up to that final 7 on the G. So and then a rest, and then it's kind of backwards, but with a blues note. So you'd go 7-5, but then 7-6-5 on the D, and then I'm using my index to go to the third. So, and then 5-3, and you could do a power chord on that 3. So from the top of that lick. And then you're in the power chord for the C, B flat, then we are back again. Downshifting on the Harley. Right there again in it, in the thick of it. Etc. So the regular form happens, drum break. Now the guitar solos are happening, and that's going to happen over the D with those little chugs. And it's 8 measures, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. Then the same amount of time on A, so 5th fret E. Without the chugga-da, then it goes back. So D power chord, D, then G, so 3rd fret E, G, next door to C, so that's the progression for that part. So you've got that progression, D, 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 G, 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 C, 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 A, D. So they all take up the same amount of time until the last one, it holds on A, because it's all the, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, the Crossroads, Devil Showdown. You know, crazy stuff, you know, some of what, I don't know what, you know, some of that kind of thing. And then finally you've got, once again, downshifting to the C, B flat. So the ending rhythm, it sounds a little weird. It's easy when you think about it. So you've got the, you know, the third one. So what you're doing is on that third one, when it goes to the I'm the Highway Star, you know, C, D, F, G, A, C, D, F, G, A, C, D, F, G, A. Just listen and you'll hear that. Have fun. All right, there it was. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Once again, thank you so much. And if you don't mind subscribing here, liking the video, you can check out my Patreon page in the description below. Click the bell notification, anything. Anything you feel like helping me out is appreciated. So thank you. Hope to see you again.